he was eating eggs and toast in bed. What weird. And now he's going into the bathroom. Dude, just eat your eggs and toast. He's going to the toilet while eating them. Just eat your food like a normal person, Craig. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is episode 15. You may be wondering why Ezra is looking like this, and it is because, I wasn't actually planning to start the episode right now, but then something happened and I thought, I'm gonna have to start it. So we've got a fire, our oven has exploded. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I can't click on this. The fire looks to be up here, so we're gonna have to come upstairs, extinguish the fire. But it's definitely our oven, but it's just caught fire. I don't understand. I don't know what's happened, but we've had an explosive malfunction. Luckily, Maisie is upstairs. She has no idea what's going on, even though there's a fire in the room next door to her. But I think, did we put the fire out? Okay, and now he's playing football. Ezra, come on, you've just had a fire. Do not play football. We've got to pay 4,000 simoleons for that. Can we actually just... Oh, we've got Gian over here, so can we get him to do it? I didn't see the option to, but last time when something happened, we got a bit of money back from it. So I think what we might do is replace this and hope that they give us something. But it says, great job taking care of the explosive malfunction. As a result, the unit rating went up. What? And they gave us 146 for that. That's not quite enough to cut it, but okay, great. We're gonna have to clean the floor. What a way to start the episode. But yeah, if you can't remember, obviously Craig moved in with us. Well, he's temporarily staying over while he finds his feet and works out what he wants to do about his life. Maisie doesn't really know Craig. Like, he's been around for her birthday parties, but they don't actually have any relationship. So we should probably have her meet him. But at the moment, she is just coming downstairs ready to grab some food. Ezra's going to put her in a high chair and give her some breakfast and then get some food himself. Honestly, what a start. He's feeling really proud of himself putting out the fire. And I bet after the last fire where it just took forever and we just had to let it go out by itself. And now he's feeling sad again. He's still thinking about Mabel, which is completely understandable. She was a big, big part of his life. In today's episode, I was thinking we could go to San Myshuno and visit the park. We're going to take Craig with us. And obviously Maisie as well. We'll see if Elodie wants to meet us with the boys as well. We can spend the day there. And then I'm thinking we can send Craig back home with Maisie. And Ezra can stay in the city and invite Kiri out on their second date this evening. That is what I'm thinking. And then Sunday will probably be a bit more relaxed. He'll have to go to his deposition and it will give Maisie a chance to get to know Craig a little bit more. Everyone has made it to the park and Elodie is looking pretty sad right now. She's probably still thinking about Mabel as well. Oh, now she's checking with Ezra and she's feeling much better. Everyone else is starting to make some sandcastles. Maisie is a little bit slower, but she is on her way over to build a sand sculpture. And I'm not too sure what these two are doing now. Oh, they're also coming over to build sand sculptures, bless them. But yeah, it does look like neither Malia or Elodie got pregnant. I suppose the conversation of them having another child came around just as Mabel passed away. So maybe they decided to kind of put it off a little bit. With everything that went on, and they would wait until they feel a little bit more ready. Ezra and Craig were just having a conversation and it says, are they close? I don't think they have been up until now, but the fact that he's moved in with us temporarily, I feel like Ezra really wants to make it work between them. It looks like they adore spending time with each other, and such comfortable camaraderie among family members is a blessing. So I feel like they're not quite there yet, but they are on their way to becoming a lot closer. So I am going to say yes for that, and I do think it's really sweet that they're spending time together. It's crazy how alike they look, honestly. But Ezra is going to start to build a sand sculpture with Maisie. It's such a nice day out here today. I believe it is the last day of summer as well, so it makes sense that we want to come out and enjoy that at the park with our whole well, not our whole family, but we've got a massive family, so our sister and her family as well. But these two just doing their little sand sculpture, and Malia and Craig are doing one together. Unlikely friendship, but and it looks like Jorge is in a much better mood today, which is exactly what we want to see. Maisie is just playing dolls at the moment with Orson and having a chat with Elodie as well, while Craig and Ezra are still over here just chatting with each other. I might see if they want to play some football together. We'll practice kicking looking at the football with Craig, and we have learnt that Craig has got the lover personality archetype. That does not surprise me one bit. I'm not too sure where Jorge went off to. Everyone else is over here. I'm not too sure where he's gone. Like, he's not over here either, so yeah, I'm not too sure. This is actually the venue where Elodie and Malia got married, and Mabel and Akira in Generation 1. So it's really nice to be back. I love this lot because it's so like multifunctional. There's so much to do. Oh, and it looks like Orson and Elodie are making their way over here. So maybe, yeah, this is where Jorge is. He's made his way to the dance floor and just having a bit of a boogie. I thought we'd have fun at the park, and he's like, no, I just want to dance. Okay, fair enough, kid. I remember when Ezra was a teenager, he did play football with his dad a couple of times, or maybe just once or twice. I can't remember, but I do remember they would do this like at least one time. They did this. Ezra always loved playing football, so it's a cute little way for them to like bond and get to know each other a little bit better. We will obviously have that happen naturally now that they're living together for a little bit, but it looks like Malia's come to join us with the dolls because the others have gone off to play, so she didn't want to leave little Maisie alone. I feel like she probably wants another kid, and so spending time with Maisie is gonna kind of get that for her temporarily before they have their own child. If they do, they might not have another baby, but it'd be nice if they do. I would say I'd do a barbecue, but Ezra's not really hungry, and nor is Maisie. She is a little bit tired, so can she have a nap on this bench for a little bit? These two are still going with their football, and it looks like everyone else is over here just dancing. Oh, Jorge's disappeared again. This kid, honestly, he is a little enigma. Where does he go off to? Oh, he's just eating in the kitchen. Fair enough. I do think I'm gonna have Ezra stop though, because I noticed his hygiene was going down, and I do not want him to be stinky for his date later this evening. He is saying goodbye to Craig, so it looks like Craig must be heading off home. I wish he wouldn't, because he needs to take Maisie back with him, so maybe I'll actually send Maisie off now. Technically she's going off to daycare, but we know that she's kind of going off with Craig back home. He is desperate for the toilets. He's like, I'm gonna go a little bit sooner. So he is taking Maisie back, and it looks like everyone else is heading off as well. So I think Ezra, is there a toilet nearby that you can go to? I believe there's one over here. You can go use the bathroom, and then we can call up Kiri to see if she's like ready for the day. I feel like she's probably on her way over to the city now, like getting a train over. They've arranged to meet at like 5ish or something, so everyone is heading off, and yeah, we're gonna have our nice romantic second date with Kiri. We have made it to the restaurant that we are coming to. These two have dressed up, so I imagine maybe Ezra went back to Elodie's and got changed. Looks like Elodie is also here, so maybe she's also on a date with Malia tonight, which is perfect timing, isn't it? But Kiri is here in her gorgeous little dress, and we're coming upstairs to our perfect view. This is where we'll be sitting, and we'll have a gorgeous view of the city out here. Of course, Elodie is sitting at the table directly next to us. Honestly, oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're just gonna ignore the fact she's there. I don't even know if Malia's here. Looks like she's come out by herself, which, why on the same night as your brother here? She knows he's here, but we are gonna pretend she's not, and Ezra is now feeling really flirty, and of course it's Talk Like a Pirate Day, so all of the like conversation is gonna be pirate themed. Of course it is, right? We can compliment her mighty fine garb. And I think what I'm going to do is, we're not overly hungry at the moment, so I might wait a little while before ordering. I know food takes a little while anyway, but I don't want to order it when we're not hungry. So I might wait and order at like 6:30 and just spend a bit of time chatting with Kiri and getting to know her, continuing to get to know her. We know quite a lot about her already. I do love the way that Ezra is actually looking at her. I do think he's actually developed some feelings for her, and he hasn't had a want to do with Lucy in a little while. Oh, and we've just found out as Kiri's last trait, she is generous, but I do think he is genuinely starting to fall for her a little bit, which is really nice. Like, I love how she's such a goofball around him, and he is feeling so flirty. We're not going to ask to rock boat, because I'm pretty sure that means go woohoo, which we're not going to do right now. But I do think we will probably order our food now. Oh, it looks like Malia is here. She is just in her swimming costume eating her food, as you do. She is erratic after all. So I had to give up our table because we couldn't actually order food. So I've selected to request the same table again, and hopefully it'll work. But if not, we're not like overly hungry, so maybe we can just come down to the bar and have some drinks. And there's also like a hot springs over here, and there's a nice like seated area and they can relax and lounge, but we're not like overly hungry, so I'm not going to be too mad if we can't eat. I'll just be a bit confused because I thought this was working now, so I'm going to hope that we can actually order our food. But I can't get over the fact that Mally is just walking around in her swim costume and Elodie's come to eat downstairs. Right, okay, something's still going on with my dine out, but we're going to come and sit back over. And yeah, look, we can't actually order any food. So I don't know what that's all about. We'll give up our table and I think we'll come downstairs to the bar and we'll come and sit together over here. Ezra has started to feel a little bit sad again, and I imagine it's probably because like something went wrong and maybe the restaurant ran out of like the food that they wanted or something, and he's feeling a little bit sad that, you know, the date hasn't exactly worked out how he wanted it to. But I feel like Kiri is probably just reassuring him, you know, everything's fine, I'm still having a great time, you don't have to worry so much, I'm not overly hungry anyway. So we are going to order, we don't need some food, so I think we are going to order drinks for our group, and I think we're going to go for this soft shadow Arvanalino, some nectar for the two of them. Luckily we have already got a gold date, so we don't need to worry about doing any of the like the meal related stuff. We're going to order her a glass of wine and have a drink ourselves as well. I am hoping that Ezra will start to feel a bit happier soon. He is still looking a little bit miserable, but they are both having their wine now. Maybe a little bit of juice in his system will make him feel a little bit better. Kiri is of course feeling really flirty, so hopefully that'll make him feel a bit flirty too. We will try to flirt, and I think we might come outside. It is getting a little bit later, but there's some really nice like spots that we can come and sit together, just the two of us. Ezra is really trying to spite his mood. He wants to have a good night with Kiri. He is a little bit worried, like I feel like he's put all this pressure on himself to have a great date, and now things haven't quite worked exactly how he'd wanted, and he's like, I'm really sorry that, you know, it's not exactly how I said it would be. But I feel like she is reassuring him. She's like, I'm fine, don't worry, you're stressing so much. She is feeling really happy, but he is still so sad. But we are going to tell her, you know, that she's looking really gorgeous. We love this dress on her, and it is a little bit of suggestive conversation, so we're going to give her a gloomy compliment. We had a legendary day, but Ezra is still feeling a little bit like bummed about how it went. I think he probably had big plans, big intentions for tonight, I think. And it didn't really quite work out exactly how he'd hoped. So Kiri has headed off now and will probably join as well. But it is such a nice night out here in the city, and I do think they probably agreed, you know, they will have a third date, but hopefully it'll work a little bit better than this one. I just don't understand why the meals wouldn't work. Ezra's just got home and it is about midnight. He is going to have some leftover mac and cheese because obviously he didn't get his nice meal out in the city. We do actually have bills that need to be paid, so we won't have loads of money left once we've paid those, but we obviously do need to, so we are going to pay our bills and our rent. Looks like Craig is joining us for a late night meal. He's having some leftover eggs and toast. He's probably going to ask us how our date went, and we're going to tell him, you know, it was a good night, but it wasn't exactly the best. He's going to be a little bit melancholy about it. We're like, I had made reservations, but there were some issues with our table, so we couldn't actually get any food. But Kitty still said she had a great night. It's just a shame it didn't go exactly how I'd wanted. But I do think Ezra is probably stressing about it a little bit too much. I think he's put on so much pressure on himself for how it should have gone. And it didn't exactly fit how he had anticipated, so he's a little bit bummed by it. But you know what, she still agreed to a third date, and that is what matters, Ezra, okay? Our plan for today is to have Ezra finally go off and attend his deposition while Craig spends the day with Maisie. She has just woken up, so we're going to have her come downstairs. We'll get her some food out so she can have some leftovers. We'll get Ezra to give her a bath. I'm not too sure where Craig is actually. Oh, he was eating... What? He was eating eggs and toast in bed? What weird. And now he's going into the bathroom. Dude, just eat your eggs and toast. He's going to the toilet while eating them. Just eat your food like a normal person, Craig. Ezra is still feeling sad, but it looks like this will actually go in 9 hours. So that is getting me to think that maybe this evening, once we've done all of our job stuff and we've got Maisie off to bed, maybe then we can invite Kitty over and we can have like our third date here in the apartment. Like we've gone out to the bar, we've gone out, well, we've tried to go out for a meal, but we went to the city. But maybe we can have like a date in the house. Like I feel like that maybe will make Ezra feel a little bit more comfortable. He'll be in a familiar place. I'm gonna reset Craig because something's going on with him. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that's all about. I'm gonna have Maisie finally come over and actually meet Craig, like officially. Obviously she knows him, she's met him before, but it's their first like official meeting, and she is singing him a little song. He is terrified of something, maybe that gas explosion that we almost had, but she is gonna try and get to know him. I think she'll blow him a kiss. He's feeling a little bit awkward. We'll ask him about the world though and talk about our favourite colour. As you can see, we have got some more like blue clothes now because that is her favourite colour after all, and the friendship is slowly going up, and we'll maybe see if he wants to play with her. Once again, she is saying, what's the colour of the sky? That's my favourite colour. So she is still sticking with the fact that blue is her favourite colour, and she has asked if Craig will come and play with her. Hopefully it'll make him feel a bit better because he's not feeling great. But of course they decide to do it in the tiny little corridor over here. But oh, look at this. He's playing with his granddaughter. I feel like Maisie just kind of gets along with everyone. Like she's such a sociable little charmer. I don't even think charmer's one of her traits, but she definitely seems like one. Like she just gets along so easily with everyone that she knows. But I do think after this we're gonna go potty, and then we'll maybe see if he wants to come and play some dolls with us. Are you serious? The deposition is currently closed. Right, okay, well I guess we're not doing that today then. That's so annoying. Oh my goodness. All right, he is just crying in bed. He's just having a little bit of a cry at the moment. Okay, what can we do instead? That's kind of ruined our whole day's plans because I thought Ezra would be out for the day and Maisie could spend some time with Craig. I mean, she can still spend some time with Craig. She's decided to go play with the dolls instead of potty. That's fine if you want to do that. But now I'm going to have to think about what to do with Ezra because he was supposed to go off and do some work stuff. But I think something we need to do is take these photos of Lucy down. I don't think it's doing him any good, especially if he's want to make things a little bit more serious with oh gosh, he's having self-woohoo. Okay, if he wants to make things a bit more serious with Kiri, I feel like if she were to ever come into his room and see pictures of his ex up, I don't think that's a very good look. So we've taken those down. He's making those steps towards moving on, and I feel like maybe Ezra can do a few house bits. But yeah, he's stopped his self-woohoo now. If that's what makes you feel better, Ezra, go for it. Why not? Oh, Maisie's got Craig to play the dolls with her. Bless him. Oh, Maisie's got Craig to play dolls with her. This is so sweet. I've just had the sad moodlet again, so Ezra is once again still feeling sad, but he's only got 6 hours, which is fine because then in 6 hours it'll be about 5 p.m, which means he should hopefully be happier for when we invite Kiri over later tonight. He is in a really, really good mood otherwise, so I think I would like to get out. I just don't know where because there's not so many lots in Brightchester that we can go to because obviously it's a university world and we are not at university and we have a child. So in my mind, we have got Hempford on Bagley next door, so maybe we could go to a park in Hempford on Bagley. It's not too far out, and it gets us out of the house. Ezra does love being outdoors, and I feel like he definitely would want to take Maisie out as much as possible. So maybe we'll do that if he can't go to work. I'm going to check again to see if it was like a time thing, but it's probably because it's Sunday. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, that's all my fault. Maisie was just going to the toilet, and then we are going to head out to Henford on Bagley. Maybe we can invite our siblings again. We did actually have Esme age up into a child, and we haven't officially seen her as a child yet. So it'd be nice if we can spend a bit of time with her out as well as the twins, who I have given slightly older makeovers to. We'll see if they have made any progress with their young adult life since we last seen them. We are back at the toddler park, and everyone has started to join. We have got little Ethan is just like cloud gazing at the moment. Bless him. We've learnt that Elliot is unemployed because I mean he has only just aged up, and Eleanor as well. It's nice to see the two of them. And Craig is just doing a flashcard with Maisie while Carl just stands in the way. And Esme has actually run off, so we can't see her makeover at the moment, and Ethan is just making a mess. But I would like to see if we can encourage the twins to pursue their dream job. jobs, because I like to see what sort of careers they want to go for themselves. So we have to confirm, you know, that they're not working, and then we will ask Elliot to pursue his dream job, and then we'll do the same with Eleanor as well. But look how cute they are now, they're adults. Oh my gosh. Elliot has agreed to start looking for a job, and we'll see if we were successful with Eleanor. She has as well, so we'll see probably in a couple of days what career they end up going for. Looks like Ezra just befriended a rascal. Rascals are Sims that embrace being a nuisance. They excel in either being incredibly funny or incredibly annoying, or both. Whether they opt for mischief, theft, or being downright mean, every Sim will know when a rascal is around. Does Ezra like rascals? Okay, sure. That is because he has clearly just become friends with his sister. This is Esme. She is hiding in a bush at the moment, so we can't really see her properly. But she actually, here she is. She's like creeping in. I can't actually show you her face because she's so close to the bush, but she is really, really cute. Here she is. Here we have little Esme. She got really interesting traits. I can't remember all of them, but she's definitely evil, which is fun, just like her older sister Eleanor as well. So we'll see if we can find out her traits. I do want I wish we wasn't like standing over here. Maybe we can come and chat over here together. And of course, Ezra is going to ride his bike over there. Fair enough, it's going to get him there a little bit quicker. And you know what? It counts as exercise, which he loves. He's like racing Eleanor. How is she catching up to him? Oh my gosh. Okay, we are making our way over now to Esme so we can get to know her a little bit more. As I say, I know she's definitely evil, but I can't remember what her other ones are. So we'll see if we can get to know her. Oh, but for now, he's just giving her a little hug and saying hi. She is really, really cute. I do think she looks a lot like Valerie, but you can see a lot of not Craig, oh my gosh, Kyle in her. And I love that everyone just kind of leaves Maisie to make her own way over. But oh my gosh, look how cute she is with all those flowers behind her. She is so smiley and so positive. It's really nice to see Valerie and Craig talking with each other. Like, they did obviously have a relationship, but then they are really good friends after all of that. So it's really nice to see them interact with each other. Like, they're over here still just chatting. I was gonna see about expanding the family again with Elodie, but we didn't actually have the option to do it, so I'm not too sure why. Is it maybe because they're still like in the process of trying? But it looks like Esme and Ezra are now really good friends, which is so nice to see. Has Maisie made it over yet? She's almost there. She's almost there. It's 4 o'clock and she's getting tired, but she has almost made it over to the play area. I think what I might have Ezra do potentially is, oh, look at these two being all romantic and cute. I think what I might have Ezra do is grill some more food. We might make a few different dishes. So there's some options for all of our family. Oh my gosh, look at them. I really hope they can have another baby. They're so cute and romantic. Oh no, what was that sad sound? I'm not too sure, but I mean, oh, Mercury has not been unhappy. Also, how has Mercury outlived Mabel? That is crazy. But Ezra is feeling very lustful. He's probably thinking about his evening with Kiri. He's hoping it will go a little bit smoother than it did last night. I don't have it in me to count how many Sims we have here, but I'm hoping that 2 lots of food, so that's like 16 portions, will be enough for all of us. It looks like Awesome's come over to have a chat with us. We'll invite him to join us, even though he technically can't like really do anything, but it's sweet that he's come over to spend a bit of time with us. We can teach him about responsibility, you know, like making sure when you're dealing with a barbecue, you're keeping an eye on all the food and make sure you're not going to like burn yourself or anything. Ethan has become a little bit of a troublemaker by the looks of it. He is making a mess again. This is his second mess that he is making. Maybe because his sister is a bit evil, he is being influenced by her, because he's always been so sweet and good. Oh, look at these two goofing around with each other. They're so sweet. But our food is all ready now, so I think we're going to call everyone to the meal. Maisie was just having a bit of a nap, but we're going to have her come over and grab herself a hamburger while there is still food, and hopefully everyone else will come over as well. I'm really hoping I've got enough food, but oh my gosh, look how many of us there is right now. And Orson and Ezra just became good friends. Once again, don't know where Jorge's gone off to. He just kind of gets lost, I think. But we're still having a chat with Orson at the moment. We've got Esme sitting beside us as well as Elliot. I do think we'll probably head home shortly. Everyone has finished eating now. We might try and take this food back with us and hopefully it won't get spoiled like it did last time. But Maisie is coming over to say hi to Grandma Valerie. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I love this. Look at her face. Oh, Maisie is so spoiled, isn't she? But you know, like she doesn't act spoiled just because everyone loves her. She's so precious. But we are probably going to head home now because we still want to enjoy our night later this evening and we need to get Maisie off to bed. Looks like Craig is already home and he is just watching the weather. We are going to take Maisie upstairs and potty train her quickly again because her bladder is going down, and then we'll read her a story. Ezra will use the bathroom and then invite over Kiri. We'll hopefully Craig will give us a little bit of space. Maybe actually after potty training Maisie, we'll see if Craig can read her to bed, because then that kind of like gets him out of the living room and gives Ezra a little bit of space. And hopefully Craig will catch on to what is happening tonight. Maybe we'll try and tell him like, please can you give us like the living room and you can like chill out upstairs or something. I know it's a big open plan space so it's a bit difficult, but it is getting a bit later, so we'll see if he will give us that space to have a private night with Kiri this evening. I can't actually have Maisie ask Craig for a bedtime story because she doesn't know him well enough at this point, so she is just going to go and take herself to sleep because she's so exhausted. She's probably a bit too tired for a story anyway. Ezra is feeling sad, of course he is. Luckily it's going to go away in half an hour, so once he's finished using the bathroom we are going to oh, now they're perfect. He's feeling lustful, so we are going to ask on an official date, but we're going to stay on this home lot. Of course he's doing it on the toilet. Oh my gosh. Kitty is over and luckily our sad mood has gone. We are just feeling flirty, so I think Ezra's just going to go straight over for a kiss and be like, look, I'm feeling much better now and I want to prove it to you. It's already a suggestive conversation, of course it is, but we know exactly how we want tonight to go. We would like to see if we can make it a bit more official with Kitty. This is our third date now. And I feel like he's ready to make that step. He really wants to get into a relationship, so I do think we'll probably, yeah, I think we'll try and become official tonight. So if we can get that romance bar up a little bit more, they are about, well, that jumped up so much, but she is feeling really flirty. So I think we'll come and sit and chat over here. She is clearly feeling it, so is Ezra. Luckily Maisie is asleep and Craig is not in the room. He has took the hint and he has headed upstairs and giving us the space that we need. I think I must have got a mod without realising because we've got a few options that we can do right now. Let's go for a long kiss. I think we have to stand up for it, but yeah, there's a few romantic options that we can do with Kitty. So we're going for a long kiss at the moment. Okay, yeah, it's definitely quite intense. I hadn't realised I had this mod in my game, but okay, it's passionate romance. That's what it is. Butterflies in the sky. Ezra Solana feels just as high after that sizzling moment spent with Kitty. Ezra has a full heart and his head in the clouds. He will be daydreaming about Kitty's electrifying touch for a while. Ezra can take pleasure of up to 2 passionate moments a few times a day. Every passionate moment boosts Ezra's well-being and helps him stay happy with special lucky effects. Oh, that's interesting. I love that I had this mod that I didn't even realise about. I don't think we're going to go full-blown, like, groping or squeezing at this stage, but oh my gosh, look at all this like woohoo options that they have. I think what we might do is give her an embrace, and once we've got a gold date, that's when he can see if she wants to make it a official together. I do think we're not going to go straight for like professing our undying love, but I do think we'll declare our love and be like, do you know what, I think I'm really falling for you, and that can kind of be our segue into, you know, asking her to be our girlfriend. I love that he's got passionate groping there on the front, but yeah, I do think he's really feeling it. We can come and listen to music with our date, and she's trying to give us a massage, but her hands keep breaking. But why don't we come over and listen to some pop together? Maybe they could do like a little bit of slow dancing. That'd be so romantic and cute. Craig, come on. I thought you'd taken the hint and you're gonna leave us alone. It looks like these two are going over here and he's gonna go and watch TV. Maybe that's our sign to like head upstairs, but we are going to try and listen to this pop music together. They couldn't a moment ago, but I think it's because they were too far away, but now they can, and we can get this part ticked off. Okay, we've got the glitch where it doesn't like fill the whole thing up, but we're gonna see if she wants to do a little bit of slow dancing in the kitchen with us. I think that'd be so cute, and then we'll head upstairs because Craig is just wandering around. I think he's actually going upstairs now to give us a little bit of space. I think he remembered. He must have just forgotten, but oh no, for goodness sake, her hand's broken. But oh, They're just slow dancing in the kitchen. It is quite romantic, isn't it? And I do like that actually we decided to take our time and move slowly with Kiri. Like, we didn't go for woohoo before anything else. Like, that was what he was thinking about before they started dating. He was like, no, do you know what? I want to date her first. I want to date her before we do anything like that. And this is now their third date. So I do think they could potentially end it with a little bit of woohoo potentially. But Craig, come on. Okay, right. I think let's just come upstairs. Let's go. I'm glad we took the photos down of Lucy earlier when we had the chance. So we are going to stop dancing and we're going to head upstairs and we're going to see if she wants to be our girlfriend and then see if she wants to do a bit woohoo. So Ezra is asking Kiri now and she's like, of course, I was waiting for you to ask. And they are now officially dating and she keeps trying to give him massages. It's so sweet, but we are now official and she is feeling lustful and it's a suggested conversation and our romance bar is full and I think we know what we need to do and I think we are going to see if she wants to have our first woohoo together. He is feeling so energized and he's feeling really confident after that passionate moment that they shared and these two are having their first woohoo. Oh my gosh, look at her in her spicy underwear. Craig, honestly, just go to bed. He's just wandering around doing jobs. Go to bed. Ezra's just busy woohooing with Kiri at the moment. We might see if she wants to stay the night. But oh my gosh, I can't believe we made things official with her. I think we can safely say that Ezra has moved on from Lucy. Oh, thank goodness. How long did that take? Like almost 10 episodes. Jesus. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It will mean so much to me and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.